Now that we have our Unsplash API instance ready, let's head over to the documentation to figure out how to get the photos for our query coffee shop. If we go back to our documentation, notice how in the documentation there are instance methods. Let's click on that. Now in these instance methods, it allows us to view all the different method arguments described in this document and what exactly they do. So in our case, we want to target search. And the first thing that we see right here is search.getPhotos. It gets a list of photos matching the query. And this is how you do it. Now in this case, what we want to do is we want to say query cat and page 1 per page 10 items and so on. And apparently for color and orientation is something that we need to look at the documentation. So let's go ahead and look at C endpoint docs to understand more. Now in this case, color is if we do want to filter by results by color, essentially, then we can do that. So let's say if you want like any black and white photos or something like that, then you can add black and white, right? Which is pretty cool feature actually. And the last thing, the other thing that we wanted to know was the portrait orientation. So in this case, if we do one landscape or portrait or squarish, and they will also give us that. This is really nice, this API. All right, so now let's go ahead and copy this and move this to our code base right here. Let's go ahead and put it in fetch coffee stores right before our get Foursquare's code. Now in this case, we want to say, instead of saying Unsplash, we are using Unsplash API. So let's rename this to Unsplash API.